Hello to all my fellow viewers. This will be my first and final podcast of the season. I know, you all must be wondering what this is all about. The answer to that question is teenage suicide. I was looking into statistics and prevalence of this matter, and what I found was quite disturbing. According to the Centers for Disease Control website in 2009, 13.8% of high school students had seriously considered suicide in the past 12 months. 6.3% of high school students reported making at least one suicide attempt in the past year. Most of the teenage population that is affected by suicidal thoughts and attempts are females. Reading these figures got me thinking about what could be done for these teenagers. After I did some research, I found that there were a hefty number of ways that teenage suicide can be prevented. Of course, this is all situational to the teen, because we all know that the teenage brain is very complex. Going through this self-finding and exploring time is not easy, to say the least. This magnifies if you are a teenager yourself and trying to prevent a friend's suicide. You may have to break your friend's trust and help them seek treatment. Ultimately, it's a difficult choice. But if I really cared about my friend that was planning to commit suicide, I would want him to be alive and mad at me rather than dead, and I could have prevented it. So, all prevention strategies need to include warning signs of someone that may be suicidal. We will go through these 3 items now. The first sign is that your friend is giving away his prized possessions. If your friend is doing this, it is probably because he does not think he will be needing them anymore. Another warning sign is joking about or constantly talking or mentioning death. Obviously, death is on his mind, so that raises a red flag. The last sign that you should look for is sudden happiness. If your friend has been depressed for a long period of time and starts giving away his things, jokes about death, and is suddenly happy for no apparent reason, you should be worried. Now that we know warning signs that should be done what should be done when you are sensing this happening? Good question. This is when the prevention strategy kicks into overdrive. It is really good to listen to your friend or child about what is going on in his life. If they tell you that they are thinking about suicide, do not brush it off lightly. Stay with him and find out the cause. The key is not to let him be alone, because if that happens, then he could commit suicide any time. Chances are that he will not do it if someone is there for him. Research has shown that primary prevention programs are the best way to fight all types of suicide. Primary prevention is a strategy that is implemented before the action takes place. These usually are school or community-based programs that can reach a large number of people. In the teenage suicide category of this prevention, I would like to talk about connectedness in schools. Connectedness is a classroom atmosphere that teachers set up to increase the students' perception of how much their teacher values them. I believe that if this connectedness strategy were implemented in more high school classes, then preventing teenage suicide would be much easier, because the students would feel valued by their teacher. If you feel like you are valuable, then chances are that you would want to be alive to prove what you are worth. Well, it is time for Ryan Mitchell to say goodbye for the season. I want to thank all my followers for your continued support. See you next time.